Hey everybody, today I'm going to be making some greens in the crock pot, and I'm going to be using this ham hock as the one of the seasonings, and it's a really nice ham hock full of meat, and so I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to use curly mustard greens, and this is turnip greens, I believe it is. Yeah, turnip greens, but they look really bad. I got them from Walmart grocery pickup, and this is what they gave me, and I'm gonna have to pick through them really good. I got 2 things of them. I was supposed to have 2 things of both, but I think they only gave me 1 of the curly. But anyway, we'll make it work. So I'm going to put it in my crock pot, the ham hock, and let it go probably a couple hours on high to get the meat nice and fall off the bone tender. And when it's like that, I'll come back. And in the meantime, I'm going to clean the greens and chop them up and get them ready for the crock pot, and we'll put them in our seasoning. So when the meat's ready, we'll be back. We're ready to go on to the next step with the greens, and the ham hock isn't as tender as I want it to be, but the greens are going to cook for several hours, so the ham hock will finish cooking up. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave the ham hock in the water and let it finish cooking that way, and it gives the greens a nice smoky taste. So I'm gonna bring you down to the pot, and here's a couple pieces that came off, and then here is the ham hock where it's been cooking. So next I'm gonna add the seasoning. This is Splenda, and I'm gonna add about a little less than ½ a cup of Splenda. If you don't like your greens sweet, don't add it. Then the garlic that I made in the olive oil, I'm gonna add that much, which I would say is a heaping tablespoonful. Then I'm gonna add some of this chicken bouillon, and I'm adding that much. That can get real salty if you don't watch out how much you put. And then I'm gonna add about 1/3 to ½ a cup of vinegar. And then I'll probably add some to my bowl when I start to eat it. And then I thought I had pepper flakes, but I don't, so I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper. I don't like things real hot, so I'm not gonna put a lot. About like that. And that should be plenty hot. So I'm just stirring this up around. And here I've washed up my greens and cut them, and I washed them real good. If you don't wash your greens real good, you're gonna wind up having dirt in them, and you'll have to throw them all away. So just be sure that you wash them really well. And these do shrink down a lot. So this is all gonna go in here. And I'm leaving it on high. And it's gonna cook several hours. I'll come in every now and then and kind of stir them around, make sure they're all getting even heat and all. And so next time I see you, these will be ready, and I'll show them to you, and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, we're back and ready to finish up our greens. So here is the ham hock. There was a thick layer of fat on it, and I took that off, and now you see how easy the bone came off. And I'm just going to lay the bone down here, and I think I could do this better with my fingers and just kind of break it up a little bit. And I can't do it with my fingers because it's too hot. But just gonna shred it up some. Here's another little bone that came out of it. And country ham is kind of a hard meat, and this is kind of hard when it breaks up. Anyway, for me, that's good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it into the greens. And the greens are ready. I gave them a taste, and they are so good. I love this broth. I'm glad there's plenty of it. And you don't want your seasonings to compete with your greens when you're making greens. So if you start putting a lot of different kinds of seasoning in it, I'm afraid that you're going to not be as happy with your greens as if you were just putting a few like I did. But anyway, this and a piece of cornbread would be so good. And so this is the greens cooked. They're soft and just so good. So that is how I like to cook greens. And I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I hope that you give it a try. And I hope you love it. And so, thank you. As I said, thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.